Good morning and welcome to the start of a new vlog. My hair is not cooperating and I'm cold, so I have my little fuzzy nope not today hoodie on. And as promised, I will update you on Guild because that is where we left off in my last vlog. I started this book and immediately was thinking, okay, Stacy, what is wrong with you? Why do you like this so much? It has a very erotic start to the story. It has a very rough few first chapters. And I'm like, okay. This is where we're going. Sure. Now, I've heard a lot about the Plated Prisoner series. I've heard a lot about the slow burn romance and everything like that. And I am excited to delve into those parts of the story. We are now journeying. Fun. My least favorite thing in books. I have to say, though, I am enjoying this book for the most part. It is very difficult for me to pick up, and I don't know if it is my current mindset that is making me feel this way towards this book, or if it's the amount of stuff that I don't typically like in books making me not want to pick it up. So I get why this book has a very low rating, and the other books in the series have much higher ratings because, like I said, this one, the beginning was rough and now we're journeying. So now I did like Spark of the Everflame, which had a lot of nothing. It is the prequel to the series. It definitely reads like a prologue to the series. But this book in particular, Guild, I do like our main character. She is kind of snarky. I appreciate that about her, even though she's kind of a kept woman. She is definitely caged and stuff like that, but she's been through some stuff. And even in the beginning of this book, she goes through a lot of stuff. People don't like her because she is the king's favored, all of that. The queen definitely doesn't like her. She's going through more than what I expected. She definitely has been abused and she's definitely been groomed. So there's a lot of things about this that I don't like, but I'm actually having a decent time with the book, if that makes sense. Like I don't really know how to explain that. Like I said, it's been a little bit difficult for me to want to go back and pick it up and all of those things, but I do think that I could really enjoy this series as it progresses. I do think that this is something that can see why people like it. So I don't know if I'll continue with the series or not yet, but I will let you guys know if at the end of this, if I want to continue. And as stated in the last vlog, the next book I'm going to be picking up is The Crimson Road by A.G. Slatter. I do still have my Libby hold for Too Old for This by I think it's Samantha Downing. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send that back and request it because there are people waiting for it. And it's not on my TBR for October. It's one that I put on hold again. Like I said, I put them on hold. They said 8 to 12 weeks out for the ones that I currently have. Now, I had some that were 4 weeks out that I already read, but it's like, okay, I get that people read faster than the 2-week period that they give everyone to read these books, but I was expecting this next month. So anyway, I will probably just put that on hold again and send it back for now. But that's kind of all I have to say about Guild for the moment and what my current reading plans are going to look like. Did just film my November TBR and I'm very excited for some of those books, but I'm also still very excited for what is on my October TBR. So I feel like the next couple months of reads are going to be quite good. I'm looking forward to quite a bit of them. I also need to talk about the state of my 25 to read in 2025. I've read 4 of them. So I have 21 books still left to read, and I don't know what I'm going to do about that because there's no way I'm just going to sit here and go through all of those books. I think I shot myself in the foot. I said this in my recent video that I posted. When I posted my TBR, picked books that were outside what I thought I was already planning to read, hoping to push myself to read those books as well, but I think I shot myself in the foot with that. I really do. I think I need to lean into anticipated reads, series completion, and things like that for the near future, especially since I have a lot of series that I have started and not finished. But that's it for right now. I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Okay, my hair is still wild, but whatever. Who cares, right? I have just finished Guild, and let me say, if you guys want to read this book, please check trigger warnings because sexual assault is a big thing in this book. I don't remember if any of it actually happens on pages, but it's alluded to quite often. Basically because these people are pleasure slaves. And so it's something that for King Midas, they were very much willing to do. They enjoyed it. King Midas was a lover who was attentive and cared about the pleasure of the people that were servicing him. So, and it devolves into other things when things happen. So this does read very much like Spark of the Everflame, where the first book is a prologue to everything else that's coming in the series. Now, Spark of the Everflame, I enjoyed a lot. This one, I had my moments with it, especially given the content of the story. I feel like this one is going to be a 3-star for me. Now, I do think I will continue with the series because I want to see what happens. There was a statement made towards the end of the book, or I guess kind of at the end of the book, that made me really want to know what they were talking about. And I was intrigued enough to be like, do I go ahead and just read the second one? So yeah, I think I will continue with the series. If I don't pick it up within the next few months though, I might not, because the beginning of this was rough and the ending of this book was rough. So I do think that it's probably headed in a very different direction based on what the ending of this book was. So I really enjoyed that part of it. And I really, really like our main character. So like she kind of is up there as far as romantasy main characters go. She is very tough. She is very snarky. She's been through so much, but she doesn't let it take away from her perky personality. Like, she has some dark humor moments, but she's actually kind of fun. And so I want to see if that is because of how she was living or if that follows her through the rest of the series. I do think that that is another thing that could intrigue me to continue. And so I don't remember how this affects my readathon. I will insert what happened at the bottom here so you guys can see. Was I able to attack? Oh, I did forget to say that my Broken Souls and Bones was an attack. I got to attack another team. So earning points for my team that way, or earning bonuses for my team that way. Next, I am going to read The Crimson Road by A.G. Slatter. Now, A.G. Slatter writes these gothic novels all set in the same world that's called the Sourdough World. I have read 4 of the 6 books that are available. I think the 6th book is coming out very soon. looking at my shelves, I have read 3. It looks like Path of Thorns, All the Murmuring Bones, and Briar Book of the Dead. This is 4. So maybe there was one that came before these, and then there's a new one coming out. I'm not sure. But I've loved every single one of these. And in every single one of these, A.G. Slatter tackles a new Gothic story. And we've done witches, we've done mermaids, we've done pure fairy tale. This one is about vampires though, and they are dark, very, very dark fairy tales. The tagline on the front of this says, "Where blood is currency and magic is a weapon." Anyway, I have given, I believe, all of these 5 stars. And Briar Book of the Dead was my favorite. Obviously, it was about witches. So I'm so excited to get to the vampire story. And I will check in with you guys when I get about halfway through. These are also kind of short. I need to actually verify how long they are. Oh, well, you know, they're actually longer than what I thought. This says 361 pages. So kind of like, it seems like it would be shorter than that. But I will go log guild for my readathon and then move on to this. Of course, I start recording and my neighbor starts weed eating their yard. So I have some updates. Guys, it's been about a week and I have to say, I stopped caring about reading. I did. I got this far into The Crimson Road and I'm not liking it, which I think has to do with my mood more than anything, because like I said, this is a series I love. This is an author I love. These are the types of books that I love. And if I'm not enjoying it, there's something wrong with me. That has to be the only thing I can think of, because I have not wanted to read. I have not been in the mood to pick up anything. And that has been a big stress for me. I just can't seem to want to pick up anything. I feel bad because we are in the middle of a readathon and I've let my team down. So I do feel really bad for this, because I love participating in readathons. I love being active in the community. I love being a part of these big things going on in the community, and the attacks and the assists and, you know, all the things that those entail. And DNFing in this readathon, it doesn't actually hurt and I can actually still gain points. However, I don't think I got over 100 pages into this, so it doesn't count for the readathon in that aspect. And so I'm kind of just at a loss here. I don't know what to do. I'm thinking that I will probably pick up one of my most anticipated reads of the year. I think that's the only way I'm going to get around my current mood and my lack of desire to read. Either that, or I am just going to take the rest of the month off and focus on November. Currently, When the Wolf Comes Home, I am so pumped to pick this up. I can't imagine it not going well for me. I know it's fast paced. I know that we are on the run. So many things that I already love are like dinging in my brain for this. Werewolves. I did recently post a video about my romantasy bingo. A lot of those books are on my mind because that video is fresh on my mind. Also, I have a couple things to show you guys. I did my nails and I really like them. I don't know how long they will stay on. They are like press-on nails. They're the glue-on. But I thought they were super cute. And so I wanted to do them, especially since Halloween is coming. And because of my wreck, my Halloween plans were wrecked. So I am kind of just trying to make myself feel better.
Also, we are going to be out money because this guy totally just decided to lie about what was happening or what happened in our wreck. And so I'm just doing small things to make myself happy. I'm replaying Inquisition. I'm sure you guys saw the clip of that. I am wearing some spooky clothing. I have my machete clip in my hair. My nails are spooky. And you know, picking up a spooky book, that seems like it would be the best option, a fast-paced spooky book. But if I don't read this, I do have The Serpent and the Wolf. It's in my TBR cart, and they're very difficult to get out from where they are, but I should be able to get to it in order to show it to you guys later. But anyway, my brain is fried. I'm tired. So many things are going wrong. So many things are just not up my alley at the moment. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to participate in anything. I'm having ennui settle in, and I don't know what to do. So it's either going to be When the Wolf Comes Home or Serpent and the Wolf, and we'll figure that out later. But I wanted to let you know that I'm DNFing the Crimson Road, and for the purposes of the readathon, I think it's over for me. I don't know if I can fit Serpent and the Wolf into the readathon. I know this fits the readathon. This is one of the books I picked for the readathon, so we'll see. I don't know what's happening, guys. I really don't. My PMDD took over for a couple of days. My period was awful, and I just kind of laid around and played video games. Didn't do much of anything. And then everything came crashing down mentally for me because the wreck and all dealing with all that stuff, and then finding out that we were not going to get the money to fix my car. It's just been hectic. I do have a surprise coming in December, but it's for my Discord. So I will let you guys know in December what I'm going to be doing, but I'm very, very excited about it. One of my moderators and his wife are going to be heading it. So it's pressure off of me to maintain, but also very exciting to start. Anyway, I have one more day to complete a book for the readathon, or one more day to just read something that tickles my brain and makes me excited about reading. So we'll see when we get there. Hey guys, I am checking in. Unfortunately, I don't have a good update for you guys. I sat on this last night because I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want this to be the way the vlog ended, but here we are. Now, I do honestly think that some of my current reading state is that I can't focus. A lot of my current reading state is I'm so stressed out that I need something to be easy. There are certain things that are going along with all of this. You guys have heard all month about how my month has gone, so let's not delve into the rest of that. But with that thought process in mind, I was like, I really don't want to DNF When the Wolf Comes Home, just based on my current mood. And so I picked up The Serpent and the Wolf. I'm really not enjoying this. Now, here is the problem. I am a plot-driven reader. I do love fast-paced books. However, not necessarily in my romantasy. And so I feel like everything in this book is moving so fast, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. It says a master of the spicy slow burn down here, and I'm like, where? Where is this slow burn? There's nothing about this book as slow burn. I'm confused. I don't understand what's going on. We dropped into the action so quickly that we didn't get any backstory. I don't care about these characters. And that's kind of pivotal for me in a romantasy. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get like the special edition of this one. I'm kind of glad I didn't put out the money for the one from Aardvark. And I was having a little bit of FOMO, but I actually paused the book because I am listening to this on audio and went and looked at reviews. People who read like me in the romantasy realm, they didn't give this anything above a 3.5. So I kind of feel like I should have known that going in had I looked at reviews, which I tend not to do because I want to go in with my own mindset. I want to go in with my own thoughts on the book. And so I don't really read reviews until after I've read it, or if I'm coming up against something that I'm like, does this resolve itself? things like that. Now, I watch all of my friends' YouTube videos and stuff like that. And if they start talking about a book in detail that I don't want to know anything about, I kind of skip over that part. But, you know, it's one of those things, like, as a booktuber, you have to make the decision to not read reviews because otherwise your thoughts are a little tainted going in. Anyway, whatever. I'm just at this point, I think I need to focus on something else. Now, here's my thing. My next vlog is supposed to be the falling back in love with fantasy. If this mood holds out, which I have a feeling after today, it might dissipate. My big problem is today. Today is Halloween. It is my favorite holiday of the year. Due to my wreck, we are not celebrating. We didn't have the money to go get costumes. We didn't have the money to throw the party I had been planning. We didn't have the money to do all these other things because this idiot who ran into the front of my car is trying to say it's our fault. And so because it's his word against ours, his insurance is not going to pay. And our insurance is finding us no fault. His is like, I don't know. Anyway, so we are going to have to pay at least $1,000 just to get my car fixed. And my favorite holiday of the year has been ruined. Hence the fact I am not in any Halloween gear. I am not in any horror gear. I am not in any type of spooky gear. I'm in my bookworm sweatshirt. I'm wearing jeans. We are not going any type of gothic to make me sad today. So I have a feeling, like I said, after today, it'll dissipate a little bit because I'm no longer sad that I cannot celebrate my favorite holiday or that I'm not going to be able to do it in the fashion that I want. We'll probably still hand out candy. My kid is 13, so he doesn't trick or treat anymore. So it's just been a struggle for me mentally, and I kind of want to cry because, like I said, favorite holiday. I know people get excited about Christmas. I know people get excited about other holidays like 4th of July. My husband loves fireworks. So, but mine is Halloween. And I had planned to do a murder mystery party where we all dressed as vampires and came in character and all of that stuff. And so I don't know. My mood is... So I don't know if I will go straight into my vlog of trying to love fantasy because of that. I don't think it's the right time. I still plan to do that vlog though, and I still have those books on my TBR. But the start of November might be a little bit of mood reading. Maybe I will do the spinner wheel. Maybe I will play my game or read some backlist books. I don't know. I really don't know. But I hate ending the vlog on a DNF, even though I DNF often enough that sometimes happens. I refuse to read books that I don't like, and I think that should be something that people take away from my videos. It's okay to DNF. It is definitely okay to DNF. And I am of the mind that our shelves should be a reflection of what we like to read. So that is why a lot of my books are in the floor. One, shelf space is kind of a premium right now. I have no more shelf space. That'll be fixed, but that's also pushing my library back because we have to fix my car. So hopefully at the start of the year next year, we will make that transition. It was supposed to happen this month. It didn't. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons why my mental state is what it is. But that's it for my video today. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.